Hey guys, it's Laurie, and I'm gonna share my April candle empties with you today. I did pretty good this month. I've actually decided, or I've come up with a plan to help myself get through some of my older candles and the ones that I don't really care for and the ones that I have multiples of. I've made myself for each month this year, I've gone ahead and made a list of 12 candles, so each month has 12 candles that just kind of include things that I would like to get rid of during that month. And of course, I'm going to try to actually do more than that, but it kind of helps keep me focused on certain things instead of jumping around so much. And then it just makes it easy for when I'm not sure what to burn. I can just go to that list and say, okay, remember that you really wanted to get rid of this, so you need to burn that. And I did finish the 12 that I have for April, for my April list, plus some. So I thought I did pretty good. So I'll try to keep that up. Okay, starting with a large jar in Yankees lemon chiffon. I actually just finished this last night, and I've had this candle for a very long time. This is a 2010 pour, and you can see there was a ton of soot on this candle. It burned really well. The wax itself had some weird funky junk in it, like cloudy patches, and you can actually see this kind of stuff. I don't know what it was from, where it came from, but it didn't seem to affect the scent of the candle. And I pretty much did not have to use an Lid with this, and you can see there's no residue. I never had trouble with tunneling on this one. The scent was always strong, and the fragrance itself it's interesting. I've heard other people talk about this one or say the same thing about this one, because it's not like a lemon meringue type scent. The lemon in this is not really tart. It doesn't smell like a lemon pound cake. To me, I get, if this makes any sense, almost like a lemon cream pie. So not a lemon meringue pie with that kind of tart, gelatinous, pie filling, but more as if you mixed a lemon and a cream together, and that was actually the pie filling. I know it's kind of a trivial distinction, but there is something of a difference. So it was fine. I enjoyed burning this one, aside from, the fact that it had a ton of soot, but I probably wouldn't get it again, but it was nice to have. I am glad to finally be finished with that one. This is a 2-wick tumbler in pink peppercorn, and I picked this one up at the semi-annual sale last winter. I was really interested in knowing what this smelled like, and it is a weird scent. When was this poured? This is a 2015 pour. Okay, so it is, oh man, it is a kind of peppery, slightly perfumey scent with, I want to say there's some citrus. It almost has a cleaning product kind of smell. But I ended up not really enjoying this. The throw on this was not strong. And I finally put it on my warmer. And what I did get when I smelled it melting in my warmer was dirty armpits. So wasn't a fan of this one at all. I also finished this Belgian waffle candle from the World Journeys collection. I think I ordered this one online as well. And the weird thing is it didn't smell, it smelled very light cold. And when I burned it, I was just really not a fan of the scent. It kind of smelled a little bit yucky. I have seen this in like the outlet stores like Home Goods. When I smelled it in Home Goods, it actually smelled really good whenever I gave it a sniff. And I don't know if I just got kind of a bad one. I did end up putting this on my warmer. And it's weird because you can see like this was a paraffin wax, the same as this. But it turned this weird, it almost looks like it's a smooth wax after it's melted. On my warmer, I think I occasionally got whiffs of this where I was like, wow, that smells really good. But it wasn't lasting. I couldn't even tell for sure that that's what I was smelling. So I was like, you know what, I'm kind of done with this one. I just want to, it's not a great candle. And it's one that was it burned really fast. Okay, this is Lavender Apple. I also ordered this online with the pink peppercorn. And I had smelled this in TJ Maxx quite a few years ago and thought that it smelled really good. But at the time I was, I think I was a college student, so I was really limiting, my candle purchases, and I didn't pick it up. So when I saw this online, I thought, oh, I have to get this. I really have to try it. And it doesn't smell like what I remember it smelling. Doesn't smell like what I remember it smelling like. It's heavier on the apple, I want to say. It's a very sweet apple scent. I pretty much get no lavender from this. I was really hoping that it would smell, like I said, I couldn't remember what it smelled like. I just remember that I liked it when I smelled it in the store. And I was hoping that it would smell like the Mrs. Meyer's Clean Day Lavender Apple Scent, which is amazing. But no, this doesn't smell anything like that. And it burned really well. It had a decent throw, but I just wasn't crazy about the scent. And I did have to dump it a few times because the wax got stinky. Another Yankee that I have is a large Pure Radiance in Lavender Chiffon. And this one, I think I was kind of disappointed with it. There was nothing very exciting about it. It's just kind of a creamy lavender scent. I don't know, it was fine. I think I was just trying to make myself get through it, which is kind of a shame because I probably would have enjoyed it more if I just, burned it when I was in the mood for it. Yeah, I wouldn't repurchase just because there's so many lavender scents out there, and I don't know, I feel like I could get this someplace else for cheaper. Then I have this medium 2-wick tumbler in Tea Time. Very cute little label there. This was kind of a disappointing tea scent. It's similar, I want to say it's, let me grab white tea real quick because it's right here by me. Okay, it's not the same as white tea. I feel like this one was a little bit sweeter, and maybe just a little bit, because this is not what I would consider to be a sweet scent. There's maybe a little bit more citrus in this. I don't know, this almost smells like, when I smell it now, there's something about it that doesn't smell like a doctor's office, but it reminds me of a doctor's office. I don't know. Yeah, I was not a fan of that one. There's much, much better tea scents out there. Really wish they would bring back tea and honey, because that to me is the best tea scent I've ever smelled out of like any, not just Yankee's tea scents, but every other tea scent. Okay, I think that does it for Yankee. I've got some Goose Creek. This was a 2-wick decorative tumbler in the scent Magnolia Sage. I really don't know where they get off calling this Magnolia Sage because it doesn't smell like, okay, maybe it smells, nah, I wouldn't say this smells like magnolia. And it definitely doesn't smell like sage. To me, this smells just like a jasmine green tea scent. So it was good. And this thing was so strong. I couldn't believe how strong it was. Yeah, it's nice, but very floral, a very floral tea scent. So, and it is different from the sipping tea that they have, that Goose Creek has out right now. Okay, also from Goose Creek, I had this candle, which was in the scent Morning Daffodil. And I was pretty disappointed this year because last year Goose Creek tried all these different things, like candles in these different containers, and it was kind of fun. And this was a scent you could only get in this kind of container. It was 3 wicks, and it was so strong. I cannot believe how strong this one was. It's a very sweet, watery, floral type of scent. It's more floral than it is watery, so don't think like Beach Walk from Yankee. I don't know what kind of flower I would call that. I mean, it's supposed to be daffodil, but daffodils don't really have that much scent. I don't know. It's hard to say. It was interesting. I kind of had to burn this when I was in the mood for it. I couldn't just pull it out any time and burn it. But I don't know. I'm glad I tried it, I guess. And do I have another Goose Creek in here? No. I have some Colonial. Okay, so this is a 3.5 ounce in fresh aloe. On cold, this smells amazing. It's just a beautiful floral green scent. Mostly green with like a hint of floral. But it's done really, really well. Burning, not so much. I got kind of like a burnt smell from this whenever I could actually smell it. So that unfortunately was a dud. And let's talk about Barcelona Spanish Bluebell. This one, a couple people were raving about. It is a very, very strong candle. And it to me smells like, and other people have said this, it smells like the water after you have some fresh cut flowers and you stick them in a vase of water and you let them sit. This kind of smells like that water, dirty flower water, when it burns. So I just could not enjoy this. And like I said, it's a shame because it had a really strong throw. From Keepers of the Lights. Wait, what's the name of the... This is the name of the... Cheerful Giver is the name of the company. Keepers of the Light, I think it's the particular line. So this one is in the scent Gourmet Sugar Cookie. And it's like this cute little lantern. I actually got this from on Amazon. It was, I want to say it was a $5 add-on item. And I was like, whoa, I can't pass that up. But I did not like this candle. The smell, this cookie scent is not very good. Very artificial. I had trouble with it smelling, kind of dirty. The candle itself didn't burn very well. I didn't do anything to it, and it seemed like it did tunnel all the way down, but the wax that's on the sides here kind of came down with the, you know, the rest of the wax, if that makes any sense. So, you know, I never really got to appreciate seeing a flame on this, you know, which would have been nice because it's a lantern. So I'll probably end up taking this wax out of here and repurposing this jar. So, because it's really cute. But yeah, would not purchase anything in that scent again. Okay, this is For Everybody. This is in the scent Belgian Waffles. And yes, I did burn this along with this Yankee Belgian Waffles scent. This was so cute before I started melting it. It had like a little drizzle of syrup and a little, you know, pat of butter on top. But basically no throw on this. And it certainly doesn't smell like a Belgian waffle. It smells nothing like waffles. I once heard that somebody say that the For Everybody candles, all of the food ones, just all smell like the same thing. Whether it's their birthday cake or their sugar cookie or their buttercream icing or whatever, they all smell the same. And I can kind of see, although this, I've had their birthday cake and this does not smell as good as that does. This is not as sweet. But would not repurchase if I saw this. Yeah, I don't know. The burn was okay. It did, I had to let it burn a long time to get that wax to melt all the way across the candle. Then from Candles by Victoria, I forget what she calls this one. It's a 2-wick, I think it's 16 ounces. Yeah, this is a 16 ounce mason jar. 2 wicks, but I think she has a certain name for it. I can't remember. In the scent Raspberry White Mocha Latte. And I had a scent shot in this before I purchased the candle, and I absolutely loved it. Well, the candle started out burning really well. Perfect. And then it started to have trouble like melting all the wax around here. The wicks were kind of falling over and it was starting to tunnel. So I ended up putting this on my warmer, and I'm just not as crazy about the scent as I used to be. It almost reminds me of the pink, I think, or red lipstick fragrance that some of the wax vendors use, or the independent wax vendors use, with like a little bit of a creamy coffee type of scent. So, but this thing threw really well. It was, I mean, typical of Candles by Victoria's scent throw. Very strong. I recommend checking it out in the wax smelt before you invest in a candle in this, though. I mean, look at all the oils on that thing, too. I could probably still get fragrance out of this, but at this point, I'm kind of just over this scent, so. And the last candle that I have was actually my candle for the Candle Dancers Candle Roulette event, where for the month of April, we were supposed to pick. We voted, and the type of candle to burn was, I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. A candle we had been avoiding burning. And the idea is that you're supposed to, you know, pick it out, start burning it, and finish it by the end of the month. And I had a lot of contenders for that category. In fact, some of these I do feel like they were candles that I had been avoiding, especially like this fresh aloe one, the Spanish bluebell one. So yeah, I think on the event page I actually said that I didn't finish many, but yeah, these are all candles that I kind of was avoiding burning. So maybe I did a lot better than I thought I did. But this was the first one that I picked. And this is in the scent Raspberry Tart from a candle company that's kind of local here in South Louisiana called Amy's Country Candles. And the scent is so original. This is unlike anything, any raspberry scent, any raspberry bakery scent that I've ever smelled. It's very good. It's almost like a spicy raspberry. I detect a little bit of like a citrus note. The candle itself is very strong, and I kind of put this aside because it was a candle that I have like a, I don't want to say an emotional connection with, but I was burning this. When did I purchase this? This must have been, this is 2004. I've had this candle since 2004. And I just associate it now with like kind of a not so great time in my life. I just started graduate school. I was having issues with the boy. I was having issues with a roommate. Ended up having to move back home with my parents. And that was the time that I was introduced to this candle. So it was just, I don't know, it was a shame because it's really good. But I finally made myself finish it up. And I actually didn't have as much left as I thought I did. You can see it didn't burn that great. But the wax is soft enough that for the most part, as the candle, gets down, the wax buildup on the side comes down with it. So it doesn't stay high up on the edges or anything. If I wanted to, I could probably figure out how to put this on a warmer or something to get more out of it. But again, 2004, not a great memory connection with it. So I'm getting rid of it. And I mean, I'm totally over that stuff, just to put that out there, the bad stuff. But it's still when you smell something that you associate with bad events, it just doesn't, it ruins it for you, So, anyway, so yeah, that's it for my candles for the month of April. I've got my list for May, already getting started on that. And yeah, so hopefully I'll have some good stuff to show you next month as well. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and thank you for watching. Bye.